How's it going, guys? We're back. Excuse the mess. I've been really busy lately. So, as everybody knows, when you start working on one thing, something else breaks, and then you got to go fix that something else before you can work on the next thing or get back on to what you was working on. So, this is my air compressor. I'll use it to blow dust off and blow leaves off, and it is very handy. My granddaddy bought this, 35 years ago, probably, at least. It's old. It's older than anything in here. It's older than those. It's older than that. It's not older than that over there. But, it's old. It's way older than that. So, you can plug it in. It takes, I don't know, 2 days to build up enough pressure to air a tire up. So I said, it's time. You know, it won't even build pressure up now to air a tire up. You can turn it on, let it run for 12 hours, and it ain't built no pressure up hardly at all. Maybe 20 PSI. It's never been worked on, ever. So I said, let's just go in here and rebuild it. So I went online, looked up part numbers, got over here. Looked up all the part numbers on here as best I could. As you can tell, it's fading off pretty bad. And I ordered parts to come in. And last night I come out here and did some work on it, trying to get it prepped to work on today because I didn't know what to expect behind that cover. That cover right there. And Lord, it was awful. It was awful. They got star bits on there. It's a 15T. T15, 1 T5, however you want to pronounce that. It's a T15 star bit. Those holes were slammed full of dirt dauber nests. I had to sit there and finagle with that thing forever. Stripped out 2 of the screws. They wasn't coming out, which I think they were pretty well rusted off in there pretty good. So, I finally got them off. So, we're back to where we're at now. We go ahead and take this cover off, which all it is just a fan shroud with some dust covering. As you can tell, when I painted my Farmall, I used this air compressor to paint it with, because it's still got the red, international red paint in it. As you can see on the cylinder, it's just kind of everywhere. So we'll put this over here. Okay. Front cover. We're going to be a little more careful with this one. This has got all the information on it. Okay, a little more careful with that one. So here we are. This is the business end of it. As you can tell, it's got this thing that's got the fins on it. Kind of favors an engine. It's got all this stuff up in here. It's got a motor. Looks like you can wire this motor up to be a 220. That's kind of cool. Huh. Ain't that nifty? On-off switch, all kinds of different languages, and then the air pressure gauges, and of course this hose. Now this hose is old too. It's got brakes in it. It doesn't work very well, so we're going to go ahead and replace that hose today too. Now I'm just going to admit, I've already taken off the head, and I've already seen what's behind the head. Okay. I know, I like reading the end of the book first. So, we're going to jump into this and just see. Y'all are in for a treat. Okay, let me set the camera up and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's just get this hose off of here. I'm tired of dealing with this hose. It's not a good hose. It was made in China. Oh, that's probably its problem. Huh. So let's just go ahead and get this off of here. Excuse my heavy breathing, guys. I had to mow the yard yesterday, and, well, my lungs are not feeling too good today. There's the old hose. Shazam. So, let's grab this old hose. Huh. Ooh, look at that. Tell you what, guys, if you ever got to jump out of an airplane, don't grab the parachute, grab a hose. Hose or an extension cord, because they're going to hang something before you hit the ground. Yeah. Let me shove this. Oh, excuse me. Boy. Burrito I had for lunches. Give me a little gas. There we go. So, we got that off. Let's go ahead and go to our next part. Now remember, guys, I've already been off in this. I already know what to expect, but y'all do not. So, enjoy. Take this off. Undo the head bolts. Now, these head bolts, they're little. I should have worn gloves. Yep, probably should have. I did not, but should have. Let's put these somewhere where we can lose them. Put them right there. Okay, guys, so let's just kind of take a second. I'm going to pull the camera up. We're going to talk about this head. Kind of a weird setup. Okay, so we're back. Here's the head. Let's zoom in a little. There we go. Here's the head. So you see the head? Pull the head off. You got this. Can you see that really well? Hang on. They got a thick steel plate on it, as you can see. They got a big old thick steel plate on it, as you can see. And it keeps them valves on this side. You can see them in there. It keeps them from opening up too far. Okay. So as it sucks air in and pushes air out, it goes inside the tank. Of course, building pressure in the tank. This one's rated, I think, at 100 PSI. So it's only going to rate this right here. This plate is what controls your rating on your PSI. How much PSI your actual compressor can build. Thicker plate means that you can build more pressure. Okay. Okay. There's the piston and ring right there. So this little piece will sit on just like that. This little piece will sit on just like that. Okay? Okay. As this thing goes up and down, as you can see, it just takes the piston and goes around and around. Up and down. And it's doing the same thing as a gasoline engine does, is it just pulls air in, pushes air out. This shaft back here is eccentric. It's offset one side, which makes your crankshaft type system. If you'll notice inside that cylinder wall, whew, man, that is rough. I mean, wow. Woo, that's a big one over here. So, go ahead and see if we can pull this jug out. Oh yeah, look at that. Can y'all see that? That is horrible. That is, wow. That is what 35 years of compressing air will do to an engine. See, more of that red paint. Yep. It's even got a paint groove on the bottom. That's pretty funny. But, wow, guys. Yeah. Found the problem. Ain't got no gas in it. There are some grooves in here that you could hang, I believe, a penny off in. That one right there, look at that dude. Wow. Oh, that is rough. Okay, so we're going to step back here and take off this fan now so we can get to the actual piston rod and piston. Okay, so let's just see if this will break loose. I highly doubt it. Look at that. Oh, and by the way, guys, just gonna let y'all know, Safety Steve let me know that I gotta unplug this thing before I work on it. See how that thing's offset to one side? We're gonna get you down here and see this little piston rod here in a second. By the way, guys, now all this I have not seen yet. This is new to me. So we got a little star bit here. There's a star bit that we got to take out now. So let's go. Now, the only thing this thing does is squeeze that piston rod around that bearing, which allows you, supposedly, there's a little play in that bearing, but it's not bad. Yeah, there we go. See, it'll allow you to come off with that on there. You all see it? Okay. Oh my. Yeah, I always see that ring is gone. Let's bring you back up here. That bearing is shot too. So we're going to get us a new bearing for it. Okay. Look at that. Huh. That ring, I mean, can you see it? It's like, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. No more left. Look, there's no ring there no more. Huh. Wow. So, what we're going to do now is, we're going to attempt to, oh yeah, yeah. Drop it right there, and it was like this. Okay. Take this piece off. Oh, dirt dauber nest. Huh. Look at that. They'll form anywhere, won't they? Okay. Dirt dauber nest officially somewhat evicted. Oh, there's another piece of it. there's this piece. So these two pieces, you know, they kind of go together. A little zip like that. The ring is sandwiched off in the middle of it. This right here is what's left of the ring. It's paper thin. I wouldn't even call that a ring no more. That's just kind of a, I don't know, nothing. Let me get the new parts and we'll show you what we're going to put in. Okay guys, I'm back. So for like 20 bucks. Yep, made in China. For 20 bucks, I bought this kit. Kit all comes in a little bitty tiny Ziploc bag. It has got 2 rings, 2 gaskets, one for the head and one for the valves, and a new jug. Now, I know that y'all can't feel this, and I know that y'all are not really, y'all can't sense this, but this jug weighs about, it feels like a pound more than this one, okay? As you can tell on the inside, they are light years ahead of each other. This one is far better than this one. Can y'all tell? I'll give you a second. Yes, that's not decorative. No, it could be, I guess. So, first step of this procedure is we need to take, if you notice, for some odd reason, I don't know why, this one comes with two gaskets. This one comes with 1. I don't know if I put both on there or just one on there. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to put, but as you can tell, I mean, look at the size difference. It lost a lot of material. So, there's 1. I don't think you put 2 on here. I don't think, yeah, it won't fit 2. You can only fit 1. See, 1 takes up that entire groove right there. If you try to put 2 on there, it won't work. Okay guys, we're back. This will not take 2 rings on it. It's designed for 1 ring. I had to go look it up. The other ring, I guess, is a spare, because you're not getting 2 rings in here. You guys struggle to get 1 ring in there, but you got to push with everything you got. And it's cockeyed in there. You got to push with everything that you got. Just like so. Now it's in there. And as you can tell, the ring just kind of folds up around the piston and forms a thick ring. And it's like Teflon of some sort. So, we're going to drop this back in here. Shazam. Put that back on our deal there. Let's bring y'all around over here and let y'all see what's going on. Okay, grab my wrench. Now, like I said, there's no torque specs on this. I didn't see one. So I'm just going to use my torque specs I got on me, which is about 6 Ooga Doogas. Okay, Ooga Dooga 1, Ooga Dooga 2, Ooga Dooga 3, Ooga Dooga 4. And the fourth one was too much. I broke the bolt off. So, don't trust me on Ooga Doogas, I can promise you that much. Now, that's going to be interesting. Well, guys, I can't get the air compressor running because, you know, I broke the bolt off in the piston rod. But, you know, in my defense, I put too many Ooga Doogas to it. You know, they didn't give me a spec sheet, and I'm a redneck, so I think just, you know, send her home. And I sent it way too much. So, I got to get a bearing for it anyways, because that bearing is shot down. You can hear it. It sounds like metal grinding metal, which is probably half of its noise that it was making. And I'm just going to go ahead and just buy a new bearing, a new one of the little filter deals, and a new piston rod. But you know, it's not a bad day. It's not the end of a bad day. I say that we hop on the 5.0 mower and we just go riding around the spot. You know, we just go look. You know, just go look and see. Okay. This one right here. This one right here is pretty amazing. It's a twisted fork deal. How that happens is that whenever the seed goes in the ground, the seed gets twisted in the ground after it's done started a root system. And when it gets twisted like that, the tree rots away on the top. As you can tell, look at it. It's all twisted up. It just looks horrible. But it's well over 100 years old because this house was built, I think they said in the 60s, no, in the 50s. And these trees were full grown by then. So it's every bit of at least 80 years old. I'm pushing 100. What do y'all think? Yep. That old tree's done. Yeah. It's rotting away. It's just the core of it's left. Look at the bases